Imagine looking for something that doesn't exist. Noah's Ark doesn't exist. It can't be found because it doesn't exist. I'm looking for something that doesn't exist. An attorney who can be trusted and who actually has a desire to do something that would absolutely reverse the entire country's collapse because of the absurdities that people are told on a daily basis, and they're accepted just like Noah's Ark. It's in the Holy Bible. Okay? Now, for instance, we went through this entire 9 months, 10 months of Brady's football. The ball was below 12.5 psi. And it went on and on and on. And did Brady get rid of his cell phone because it had some kind of deal that it would implicate him in claiming that the two guys went in the room, closed the door, and let some air out of the footballs because Brady told him to do it. He's part of the conspiracy, right? But we won't even consider or discuss at all the fact that World Trade Center Building 7 collapsed at 5:20. And furthermore, besides we know that for a fact, Dan Rather, you can Google this and watch Dan Rather on YouTube, report this building's collapse, claiming it's incredible, but never reporting it again. And none of the other reporters that were all down at the World Trade Center with Dan Rather ever reported the collapse of Building 7 after 9/11. Now, is this possibly, even remotely possibly, a coincidence that each reporter in each news company decided to not report the collapse of Building 7, a 49-story building that nothing hit? It just went boom. Well, let's see. Could there be explosives? Yeah. That's the only possibility. Controlled demolition, just like Dan Rather said. Explosives put into those buildings, into Building 7 rather. Now, the fact that it wasn't reported at all, ever, since 9/11, should make anybody with a brain curious. What is going on? Why was this not reported? Does this clearly indicate a conspiracy that these reporters and the news companies, the media, supposedly vying for the best stories, not controlled by the government like supposedly it is in Russia, right, or in China? It's not controlled by the government here. People could report whatever they want. Dan Rather could have reported Building 7 every day for a year, except CBS wouldn't let him do it, you see. So here's the problem, that to completely ignore a conspiracy that points directly to George Bush, 9/11 was his order, the entire deal. It's extremely sophisticated. There were many, many people involved, right to the top. I mean, besides Bush is the top. Ashcroft, the Attorney General, he's involved. CIA, Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell, you name it. They're all involved. Okay, the generals, General Meyer, the shooting of a missile into the Pentagon. I mean, it goes on. I'm not going to go into every detail here. I don't have time. I just wanted to point out that I'm looking for an attorney to represent me in a civil lawsuit against the media for lying about everything under the sun and or not revealing it, covering it up, just like they covered up Building 7. See? So, is there a lawyer that would get involved in this? I would love to find them, but I don't think they exist. So if that's the case, I'm just wasting my time searching for a lawyer. This would be a case at least the size of $25 billion. Besides the goodness, the good that it would do to wake up the people in the United States so that they could actually think and get out of the trance that they have to be in. I mean, people can't possibly be this stupid. This is way beyond stupidity. This is absurdity. This can only be done in a dead trance. But everybody will deny that. They're not going to deny being in a trance. You see? So, there we are.